Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a 2-row pattern for you. It's a very simple pattern. I've just made it up. Unless someone has seen this anywhere before, then please do let me know. So it's just a half double crochet and a single crochet row, but with a twist. So these little 2 single crochet rows together, they look like tiny little beads. It creates a really nice fabric. I experimented putting a single crochet in between or a double crochet, but I settled with the half double crochet. It just gives it a much more better texture and the look that I wanted it to create. You probably can't see, but yeah, you can see this little row of single crochets here. So I'm just going to call this row of beads blanket, I guess. So it's very easy to do. So I've done this in a DK yarn, lightweight yarn number 3, with a 5mm crochet hook, and this is 25 stitches. So if you want to make the baby blanket, then you want to do this in 100 chains. Sorry, should cover you with a lovely little border. Just love the little knots that it makes, and they just look like tiny little row of beads here. So yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. All right, so this is in a lightweight yarn, and what I'm going to do though, however, for the tutorial, I'm going to use a bulky yarn, a chunky yarn with a 6mm crochet hook. For the tutorial purposes, so you can see it more clearer, but not only that, I think this pattern would look absolutely lovely in a bulky yarn. I'm so addicted to this stitch that I really want to make a bed throw for myself. Actually, I've been looking for a minimal pattern. I started off with various patterns and nothing that really stood out for me. I really wanted a simple, very simple, but the least amount of texture, so it gives it a lovely stripy effect. It would be great for a scarf as well, or a runner, but I want to actually make an entire, so I'm going to probably be getting a bulky yarn for that, to go in my room, so to go in over the entire bed. So that's why I thought I'll show you in the bulky yarn as well, and you can see the difference of how it will look. So there is no multiples to this. You can just do a chain accordingly, as big as you want. Just remember that it's going to be one less, obviously, because you know, really won't make any one chain's not going to make a difference on a bigger project, but for a baby blanket, do 100. Right, I'm going to push this aside, and I do have my bulky yarn here, chunky yarn that is in the UK, and I'll just grab my 6mm crochet hook and I'll show you how to do this very simple, very gorgeous pattern. It's so versatile. Okay, so I'm just going to chain a small amount of chains, and if you don't know how to do a slip knot or chain, single crochet or half double crochet, I do have separate videos listed for you. Please do slow me down if I'm going too fast in the options from YouTube, and the you can put the subtitles on as well. I do have to get these things out of the way. I know I may be repeating myself, but not everyone's probably seen all of my videos, but that's just the guidance I want to give before I begin. Okay, right, so it's not a 2-row pattern, it's an any chain number pattern, and I've got the wrong hook. I need to go and grab my 6mm for the chunky, and you can even go up to 7. It's entirely up to you. I want you to experiment. This is just a pattern for you to try. So slip knot, and I'll just do, I think, 12. Actually a little bit more. Okay, so I've chained 15. The first row is a half double crochet row. So to do a half double crochet, I'm going to work into the second chain. So not the one on here, we never count that one. There's one and there's the second one. So yarn over and go into the second chain, pull up a loop, you've got 3 loops, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go into the next one, pull up a loop and pull through all 3. That's your half double crochet. And we want to do this all the way till the end of the row. And I should, because I chained 15 and I worked into the second chain like you would do with a single crochet, it'll be the 15 minus 1, which should be 14. So 1 2 3 4. $12, 13 and 14. Before I move on to the second row, it's just a 2-row repeat. That's your first row. These are just the yarns that I'm showing you, the lightweight and the bulky. You can use any yarn for this and any hook size. So experiment, like I said just before I begin, I did a half double crochet. I did this with a single in between, and I just felt it was just too dense, didn't like it, and the double crochet was too high, too spacey. So this is just the perfect one for me, so that you can see this lovely little effect. But you can try them with different yarns. You know, you could do a single crochet row if you want and just experiment. Okay, so once you've done your half double crochet row, chain 1 and flip your work. You go to the very first one and do a single crochet. So to do the single crochet, just go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Now we're going to be doing 2 single crochets together, which creates that lovely little bead on the back, but we're going to be doing it over 2 stitches, and we'll always start after the first single crochet. So we've done 1, we go back into the same one, because that way it keeps the work nice and straight and we have the right amount of stitches going forward. So we've gone back into that one, then we want to go into the next one and pull up a loop. 3 loops, pull through all 3. So once you've done that, the first loop that you pull from is always the one you've just finished from. So pull up again, then go to the next one and then pull through all 3. Go in again to the same one and to the next one and pull through all 3. And you want to do this all the way to the row. So every time you do that, that creates 1 stitch there at the top. So 1 2 3 4 5, and we need 12. 6 7 8 Right, you'll have that 1 half double crochet left there, so you'll do your last one, back in again, and then just pop it into that half double crochet there from the previous row and do your last. So you should have 14, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so you don't need to count. You won't really mess up this one at all, to be honest. So back to the other row, which is chain 1. Now can you see what this has created here? Now this is going to pop out even more once we do the next half double crochet. We'll create a little bead because it pushes it down even more. So the very first one, just yarn over, go in, half double crochet, and then you want to go into each and every stitch and do a half double crochet. It looks just as pretty on the thicker yarn. See what I mean by about this, with this little beads? Here's your last one here. You'll do your last half double crochet. Chain 1, flip your work. Go back to row 1, 2, 1, row 2. So when you're doing the 2 single crochets together row, you always start off with a single crochet in the beginning. Then you go back into that same stitch, pull up a loop, and then the next one, pull up a loop, pull through all 3. Go back to the one you just done, pull up a loop from the 2 stitches, 3 loops, always 3, pull through 3. And then you want to do this to the end of the row. Once you get the hang of it, it's so easy. And even though it's half double crochet and single crochet, you might think, oh gosh, it's going to take me forever. It won't. Definitely not with the bulky yarn, but not also with the other one, because I just literally did that. I mean, I know my crochet speed's a bit different, but in the last 20 minutes with the gold one, the smaller piece, but it does, once you're holding everything and you're just picking up loops, it's not complicated. It's a very easy pattern. And then there's your last one, so you go in again, and then that's your half double crochet, and that'll be that row. That's the back side. It's not both sided, this one. Chain 1, can you see now? Really pretty. It looks just as beautiful on the bulky yarn. So now it's just, sorry, so we've chained 1, flipped our work, and then in the very first one, half double crochet, and then it's just your half double crochet row. And that's all there is to this pattern. It's absolutely adorable, so sweet. I'm just going to speed up a little bit now, guys, just because I want to show you a couple of rows to show you how it would look. Hope that you've got the pattern now. Once you come to the end, chain 1, flip your work, go into that first one and do a single crochet. Then you start the, let's call it the bead row. I'm going to call it a row of beads blanket. I haven't actually got any chunky bulky yarn in beige. I need beige, so I'm gonna have to order some now. I really want to start it. And then never forget that one on the end, okay? It might look like that you're done or there's something, but there's always that half double crochet there. Chain 1, flip your work, and then the half double crochet row. I'll just do this half double crochet row, and then I'm going to leave you to it. Okay. Excuse me for the noise. Right, let's pull it up a bit so you can see. And I'll grab this one as well. So this was your lightweight yarn. This is your bulky yarn. That's the back. That's the front. Really like this one. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching this tutorial. And yeah, definitely give this one a try. I think you will like it. It's so minimal. I can bring it closer for you. the back. Just love these. Okay. Right then, so yes, please do subscribe, like and share this one. This is another gorgeous little simple thing that I've invented, and I hope you like it, and you take care. And I've got I want to next just before I go, I want to show you my method of doing the granny blanket, but working from the center and changing colors. So hopefully that will be up next. Take care guys, and I'll see you soon.